What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Yoshi1, and today I will be talking to you guys about The Division. I've only played some portion of the game, so I've chosen to talk to you guys about some tips, goods and annoyances about the game from my experience. Many times, whilst playing this game, you'll need to venture outside the safe zones. And if you're like a person like me who is occasionally scared of, let's say, the big kids, the high level enemies like this good fellow. Usually, it is scary when walking up to an NPC and you don't know if they are an enemy or somebody who wants a Pepsi. The one thing that I have discovered, and I've discovered this not by doing my research, is that the mini-map emits a red bar around it in the direction of the enemy, as shown in the footage above that I have gathered for this video. As many would tell you if you've gone looking for ways to be a better PvE player, they will tell you that this game is a third-person cover shooter, which pretty much means you gotta stay behind cover, which I can tell you from experience that being in cover will be your best friend for the entire game, with the partial exception of the dark zone. So, use the cover as much as you can, as it will try its best to protect you from enemy damage, and it will also give you an opportunity to execute various tactical methods of winning the firefight that you may have intentionally or unintentionally gotten yourself into. Said no one never. Now, I will cover a little bit about the dark zone, only because I have done little to none, and to explain this in much more extra simple terms, I have only dipped my toe into what is called the dark zone. So, the dark zone is a huge PvP arena filled with even more higher level enemies and rogue agents. A rogue agent, you say confusingly? These are players who will kill you, obviously. The dark zone wouldn't be a PvP without players killing other players for getting experience for it. Yeah. As any player would tell you, the dark zone is a huge portion of the game. Now, missions. They could be that one task you need to finish off the upgrades to your base of operations, but they could also be the reason why you could be so salty over the game. You see, missions are full of enemies, obviously, and some of them you can pick off like fish in a barrel, and some of them can give you a really good gunfight, but neither come close to the enemies that continuously kill you and make you just want to leave the game. Now, sorry, it doesn't work like that. My helpful tip on this is to make sure that you've done your chores or your job or your homework, because once you've started a mission, you've got to follow through. And this annoys me as much as it may annoy you, because I might want to leave the game, cool down, come back later and finish off where I left. Yeah, but the game will make me go through all of the completed parts of the mission again. Now, the next topic is about firefights. Getting into a firefight or gunfights with enemies can be ranging from a couple to even 7 of them at once. My amazing tip for these is to inflict as much damage on the enemy as possible, and, possibly get that headshot. But as long as you use your cover effectively, you will have an advantage to win. Now, with all of the gunfights you may encounter or initiate, highly focus on damage, where your enemies are, and your surroundings, because all fights will not be like a satisfying YouTube video compilation that some people watch. Your enemies will try to be smart and flank on you, and then next thing you know, you're gunned down from behind, because the opponent will do that from time to time. Moving on. Now, safe zones. Alongside being in cover, they too will be your best friend, as you can restock of all your supplies, and the restock box give you an area to respawn, obviously. But I say that because despite some enemies or rogue agents, nothing is more annoying than discovering a new place, dying, and then respawning 0.5 kilometers away from the point of death. So, before you go on any missions or anything in a newly discovered area, make sure you go to your nearest safe zone. Now, that's all I can think of at the moment, but if you have any suggestions or tips you'd like to see me present in the next video, then either private message me on my Facebook page, YouTube, or Twitter. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.